Hello there. So, um, I wanted to talk to you about depression, cuts, and suicide. And I wanted to tell you that I have my own experience with it. Well, with depression, but I do know a lot of people who do cuts and attempted suicide, and one who actually did suicide. And I wanted to tell you that depression comes with bad situations, and bad situations does always mean that there are people or things that make you depressed and angry about yourself or any other things, and you just want to make it disappear, but it doesn't disappear. So you think that you're going numb because you block all of your feelings out, and you sometimes want to feel something because you are human, and humans are, they want to feel. And just to think about this, that there are people who cut their wrists and their legs, it's just really rare. There are too many children and teenagers who do cuts, and what I want to tell to them is that doing cuts isn't good. Never. I thought about cutting once, but I brushed the idea just as quick as possible out, because this won't ever be happening to me. And it doesn't matter how many depressed moments I have or how many times I am feeling myself worthless, because if I do, then I try to think about the happy moments where I was laughing, smiling, and having friends, and this happened rarely to me. And I want to tell you that doing cuts isn't good. Never. Try to stop it. Try to put that razor or knife or whatever you're taking to do your cuts out of your reach, and don't think about it. Just think about the good times, even though they are too just too less about them, and just think about the happy moments. It won't ever be good if you're only thinking about the bad moments and doing like you aren't, I just think about these things. Just try to block it, just try to ignore it, and live happily with your life again. And try to reach your goals, because if you are so depressed and so angry with yourself and think about suicide, then I would say that it isn't a solution, because committing suicide will be getting you into much more problems. Okay, you won't be there anymore. You aren't dealing with it anymore. Good. But you know what? Your parents, your friends, your siblings, if you have any, just everyone in your environment or in your surroundings will think about what you did and why you did it. And they want to know the reasons for it. But if you're just doing suicide, then they will think like, what happened? Why did she do it? Or why did he do it? Because I know that there are boys too who are attempting or committing suicide. And I have my own experience with it. Because one of my classmates committed suicide. And it was really heartbreaking because I didn't know that he had problems. He seemed all happy, he seemed all smiling and laughing and stuff, and he was funny, but on this facade, you know that there's a mask before. Deep down in himself, he was really, really sad, but he didn't tell anyone beside his best friend. But it was too late for himself to fix it. And so he committed suicide. And if you don't talk about your problems, you won't solve anything. Anything. And I mean it. Just try to think about the happy moments, even if there are too less of them. Just think about the happy moments. Okay? Well, I hope you understand me now and my situation. And I hope I helped you with this video. And even though I'm not as good as Shane Dawson with his short film about suicide, and yes, he is really good at this, even though it's a really, really old video with very, very small special effects and bad acting, but it was good for me, good enough to do a short film about suicide and loneliness. But I think I do really hope that this video made you think about what you're doing and what you're thinking. Just try to block it, ignore it, and just live happily, because life is short. And I don't mean with short that you're doing suicide in the next moment. I mean with short that you have to live until the very end, and you never know. You never know when you're going to leave this life. And so live it like it's the last day. Okay? I hope you liked it. Bye.